everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Clover, and in today's video we are back in Life Makeover because, like I talked about in the previous video, we are pulling for the Landscape Fox rerun set, which is super exciting. It's like not showing up on the screen, it's just cycling through all this other stuff, but Landscape Fox or Landscape Tail, this is the Landscape Fox set, as we can go ahead and look at it, is our 6-star rerun set. So this set was originally out previously and it has come back into Life Makeover Global, at least on my server. This is kind of the hair piece. This is the little dress. It has different modes now, so different styles as they get re-added to the game. Life Makeover goes ahead and like updates them with some different things. So now there's a few different modes of that dress, which is great. We have the leg pieces, the little shoe pieces. We of course have these nails. We just got the other nails from the previous set, so if we're able to get them from these pulls, I can always go ahead and do a comparison. And we will be doing a full detailed breakdown in this video of this set. And I do have the new background, so it's a little bit easier to showcase the dyes and where they are all colored. So here's the golden wind bell. Here's this necklace piece, this face piece. I don't love these like kind of face pieces. Like I said, like sometimes Life Makeover I feel like adds too many accessories to outfits. I think they just want to get up to like 13, 12 pieces. So they just start like adding things that are, in my opinion, a little bit unnecessary to the game or to the set. It kind of takes away from it. Here's the coat piece, which is really beautiful. You can't really see it here. It's just a little snapshot. But I think this coat piece is really beautiful. Here are the little fox ears, and they do have different modes, so I will showcase those as well if we're able to pull them. I think we're going to be completing this Lightchase and just getting the 6-star. I've never pulled for a full 6-star before, and I always thought that the mermaid set would be the one that I would pull for, but this one came back into the shop before the mermaid. I think the mermaid won't be coming back for like a while since that one was kind of recent. So I'm excited about that one too, because I'm working on a mermaid video for fashion games, like which one has the best mermaid set. And I can talk about that one because they have like trailer videos and things, but I don't like have the set itself, which is kind of sad, but eventually I will have it, so that is what it is. Here is the 9 tails, because this is a 9-tailed fox set. Here is another headpiece, and then of course here's kind of a little coat piece of some sorts. And then of course we do have the 5-star, which is kind of an ice skating set. Here's the ice skating set hair, not my favorite. I kind of like this. I think this is kind of cool. I love ice skating. I think it's really glamorous. But I think this 5-star is just not like enough in my opinion. Like I feel like they could have gone a little bit more kind of elegant with it. It's like a little bit too realistic, which I guess for some people would be nice. I like the skates, of course. I like that they are realistic. Because I feel like they get too much, but it almost kind of feels like the same quality of like a 4-star in terms of like it's not, I don't know, I feel like it needs a little bit extra, especially with the hair, but I understand that they were going for more of a realistic vibe for the ice skater, but I don't know, I don't always want to have like the realistic vibe, especially because I like a long hair. Then we have the 4-star, which is not my favorite 4-star. It's just not my favorite one. This was like an earlier set, so I feel like the 4-stars have kind of gotten really like a lot better throughout the more recent sets, and this one's kind of not my favorite. And then do we have any limited 6-star pieces? Yes, we do. We have this silk fan of sorts, and we have this little headpiece, and we have this carrot beret. Interesting. We most likely will pull those 2 items. And then where is our decom? Yes, we have this dress is our fox decom, which I actually think is really ugly, to be honest. Maybe in like the different colors, it's just like too big. It just looks really fake, to be honest. This does not look like she's wearing it. It looks like it's like on her. I don't know. It's an earlier decom, so it's probably why it's not as cute. Here's a red panda little arm leg piece. This is actually really cute in my opinion. I love red pandas. I think they're like adorable, but I don't think this is like a need. And then we have the lightsaber, which actually is, in my opinion, really cool. I love the lightsaber for some reason. I'm like kind of a Star Wars girly, low key. Like I'm not like a okay, so I'm not a Star Wars girly, but I am like a Star Wars, the Clone Wars girly. And there's a big difference. There is a big difference between Star Wars and Star Wars, the Clone Wars. because Star Wars The Clone Wars was about the girls. And then we have a background piece. Can we see it? Yes, Twilight City. Oh, this is beautiful. This is actually a really pretty background piece. So if I can get the decom items that I can get, I will probably go for this background piece. And if I have any remaining, I could go for the lightsaber. Then we have obviously some materials. What is this? Ballad fan? I have no idea what that is. But we're gonna keep going and let's get right into our first 10 pull of the Lightchase. Hopefully we can get lucky and get the landscape fox set a little bit early, but we'll see. I have some, pulls. I already got the like the free pulls, and I got the deity gift pulls. I did not mean to click in there. But let's do our first 10 pull. I wonder what we'll get. Let's see. I never know like what these colors actually mean for what we actually are pulling. But let's see. Dupe so far. We got a piece of the 4-star. Hopefully we'll see how many it takes to get that. Oh, is this a limited 5-star piece? Or is that like just a piece from the permanent banner? Oh, and we got a limited 6-star piece right on our first 10 pull, the Silk Splendor piece. I would much rather have a piece from the actual set, and then I'm not going to purchase that. We're going to go for another Perform 10. I don't know why I called it Perform 10, but it's a 10 pull. I think this is another 6-star. Here's another piece from the 4-star. We only got one piece from the 4-star in our first 10 pull. Oh, we got a piece from our 6-star. It was the face piece. I think I might have said that was my least favorite piece. So Life Makeover, you're a little shady for that, but so we're 1 out of 13 on our fox set. We got a makeup. Ooh, this is actually a really pretty eyelash piece. And we have a 5-star piece of necklace and lipstick. And have we gotten anything from our 5-star yet? There we go. That's our first 5-star piece, is just the tights. Another piece from the 4-star. So we're 20 pulls in, and we already have, I think we might be completing the 4-star in this next 10 pull. I would hope. Let's keep going. Let's see what we get. Okay, so this is a limited 5-star piece, I think, or just from the set. Oh, this is a 6-star set. Yeah, that's from our permanent banner. We're getting a 6-star like every single 10 pull. And then we got the pants from the 4-star. Oh, we got the ice skates. That's kind of like my favorite piece. Oh, and we got a Larry. This is not the Larry from the set. Anyway. So this was like actually like objectively a good pull, but we didn't really get anything we really wanted. We got more Larry. How many pulls are we at? Yeah, we're at 30 pulls, only one piece from our 6-star, 2 pieces from our 4-star, and we're not complete yet with our 5-star, with our 3-star or 4-star. So let's go into our first 10 pull that we're using our coupons for. We're most likely going to be using all of our coupons up to get the 6-star. Wonder what pieces we're gonna get. Okay, so we got the hair piece. We're getting all the pieces I do not necessarily care about first, which, it is what it is. And then we got a piece of the 5-star. We've got another, no, that's not another piece of the 5-star. And we completed the 4-star in like 40 pulls, which that's about standard. And so if you were wondering if you really wanted this 4-star for whatever reason, I think the jeans are cool. I think these jeans are actually really cool and interesting, and something I don't have in my closet currently. We got some new makeup, I think. What are these? Yeah, I think that was a new makeup piece. So now we are on to pull number 50. I think I just selected to use coupons. Because using coupons, I've learned, is actually cheaper than using, not using coupons. Oh, we got the dress from the 5-star. What else are we gonna get? I think that might have been it for this pull. Okay, we got what is this? An eyebrow piercing? And we got a weird little dog necklace. We got another piece from the 5-star. And that was it for this pull, but we did get 2 5-star pieces. Let's continue going. This is pull number 60. Yes, pull number 60. I wonder what we're gonna get. If we're gonna get another piece of the 6-star, that would be really great. 6 stars in Life Makeover go so slow. We got another little random 5-star piece. Oh, we got the nails. Okay, we have the nails. That's great. And oh, we got the little whale limited 6-star piece. To remember to showcase some of those. I always forget. Oh, we got the hair for the 5-star. We have the hair, the dress, the ice skates. We basically have everything you need from the 5-star. Just some more makeup, and that was it. But we did get the nails, so I'm happy about that. This is pull number 70. We're like, really, we only have like 3 pieces from our 6-star. I forget that these light chases are crazy for 6 stars. Let's keep going. Oh, we got Ashley. And we got an earring piece from the 5-star. We got a piece of makeup. And oh, okay, we got a piece from our 6-star. Oh no, that's not our 6-star. That's a different 6-star. Oh, we got the tails. Oh my gosh, we have the tails already. Wow, that was the 4th item from our 6-star. Wow. If we get the dress and the coat, I would stop. Like if we just got, and we got the hair, the dress, the tails, and the coat, like I'm willing to stop and just showcase those items, and maybe the shoes. But I don't know if we're going to be able to get that lucky. This is pull number 80. We're very close, I think, to finishing our 5-star set. So hopefully we finish that. Oh, we got the carrot. Yes, I think this is the last piece. Oh no, we have one more piece from our 5-star to get. That's kind of a lot of pulls. We got our 5-star. Anything else? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, we completed the 5-star. That's great to know. It's kind of cute. I don't know. It just like, I feel like it's a little basic. I wish it kind of had like a little bit more. I feel like I'm always like the 6 stars are too much, but then this one I'm like is not enough for whatever reason. And what else? Okay, so how many pulls was that? So that was 80 pulls to complete the 5-star, which is actually not bad because it has 9 pieces. I think that's pretty great. We can collect some rewards here. 150 diamonds back, and then another 50 diamonds for the 4-star. Let's keep pulling. This is pull number 90. Can we get another piece of our 6-star? Hopefully. The dress, maybe the hair, that'd be nice. So one of those dog collars. We are just kind of skipping at this point. Oh, another one of this Larry. This is not even the Larry from the set. Oh, the dress. Oh my gosh, the dress. We got the dress. We have the dress and the tails now. We have the dress and the tails. I actually am probably going to be skipping the next 6-star, so that's kind of why I decided to pull on this. It just asked me to do a review. It asked me, I'm actually probably going to be skipping the next 6-star set. I didn't make a video on it because if you've taken a look at the channel, we have like a lot of videos that we're making currently, and we just don't like necessarily I didn't have the space this week. Oh my gosh, the hair! The tails, the dress, and the hair have all dropped. Where is the coat? Whoa, okay. We're getting very lucky. That was back to back too. We got some dupes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got the hair from the 6-star, and we're only at 100 pulls. Like, if you didn't have the coupons or the gems to keep going, like, you could stop here and just get the hair, the dress, and the tails. Like, I feel like that's, you know, reasonable, but I really do want the coat. I do want the coat, so I will have to keep going. But we still have quite a few coupons left, so I'm confident that we can get this coat and complete the set if that's where we go. Let's see. Oh my gosh, we got the necklace. We're getting 6 stars every single 10 pull now. Is it because we got the dress that it starts to speed up? Oh my gosh, we got another piece of the 6-star? 2 6-star pieces in 1 pull. Wow. I feel like we actually are getting really lucky on this 6-star. Wow, 2 6-star pieces in 1 10 pull. We are only at 110 pulls and already 8 out of 13. Let's just keep going, see if we can get anything. Keep getting lucky, that would be nice. Is it because we pulled the dress that we're starting to just get really lucky? Oh my gosh, the ears. Okay, so we got the ears right there. 9 out of 13. So is it a 6-star now every single pull? Oh, this is our Larry. How can you peek into other memories, monster lord? I like this little outfit that he's in. It's very like Greek god of him. Oh no, this is Roy. Or, yeah, Roy. The Radiant Tail. Oh, and we got another ally. We got Ashley, her firework version. That's actually crazy that we got the 6-star and the other piece. Oh my god, another piece from the 6-star? The shoes? Wait, this pull is insane. Let's take a look at this 10 pull. This is the most insane 10 pull I've ever seen in Life Makeover since I've been playing. We got the SSR and 2 pieces of the 6-star. Usually if you get the SSR, it replaces like a 6-star piece. And we just got 2 6-stars and the SSR. Wow, that is insane. We are only at 120 pulls with 10 out of 13 pieces completed. That's crazy. I thought we were gonna have to do at least 200 pulls, but I mean, I guess if we stopped getting lucky, we might have to do that, but I don't really know. We're just getting really lucky. Is it because we got the dress? Let me know down below in the comments. Is that what has... Oh, this is really a pretty piece of makeup too. I think that will look really good with the fox set. Oh, okay, so we got the little, I don't know what this piece is, like, you know, magical essence. Oh my gosh, we got the coat. 2 more pieces from the 6-star in 1 pull. Wait, what is this? What are these odds? Did we just get like insanely lucky on this set? We got the coat. Oh my gosh, we've almost completed the 6-star and we are at 130 pulls. Did we get really lucky? Like, what happened? Why did I get so lucky? I think I might complete the 6-star set faster than I completed the 5-star. Wow. Whoa, are we gonna complete the set right now in this pull? Let's see. So it says, I think that means that we're getting another 6-star piece. Oh my gosh, there it is. We've completed the 6-star. Tail Realm. We've gotten all 13 pieces. Oh my gosh, did we get like insanely lucky or something? I have no idea because I think we got 2 different 10 pulls with 2 6-star pieces. Oh my gosh. I feel like that was we just got a new piece of something. Oh my gosh. I'm so shook. Like, I'm so confused how we just did that. We got the SSR ally. We got everything. 140 pulls for a 6-star? Isn't, like, what is the odds? The odds are what are the odds again? Aren't they like every 25 pulls? So if there's 13 pieces, the pull rate should be like way different. I'm doing the calculations right now. Yeah, it should take around like 200 pulls minimum. I don't know how we did it in 140. That's insane. I hope you guys get the same kind of luck that I did for the 6-star because I thought we were gonna have to even go into like our diamonds. I was like, oh, we're gonna not even be able to get through the 6-star, but 160 pulls. I mean, 140 pulls for the entire 6-star is crazy. Oh my gosh. That's so crazy. We got so lucky. Is it because we pulled the dress early that it just started dropping really fast? But I swear we got 2 10 pulls with 2 6-star pieces. We got that 1 10 pull that had the ally and the 2 6-stars, which is also insane. We can claim some diamonds back, so we get 500 more diamonds, adding to our diamond stack. But that was really crazy, everybody. I'm shocked. I feel like that's the kind of pulling that Life Makeover is like, yeah, you should probably want to pull for 6-stars now, because we just gave you all of that luck on the 6-star. So now you need to pull for 6-stars. And I'm like, I don't know about that. Let's see. Congrats, you're the top 1% player who unlocked this title. Oh my gosh, that is so insane that we just got that 6-star. And I think we can claim some stuff here. I think it'll just give us like ally stuff. Boop, boop, boop. But we're gonna jump right into the closet in a second. That is just so crazy. I'm still shook about those pulls. Like 100, wait, how many was it? Because I need to like remember it for our title. 140 pulls, everybody. 140 pulls for a 6-star. That is crazy. That is so insane to me. Like, that luck is crazy because I swear anytime I've ever watched somebody pull in Life Makeover, So 140 pulls is like not usually where the pulls are, like the pull rate is. So let's go ahead and swap to custom outfit 8, and let's go ahead and take a look at our sets. So before we get into our 6-star sets, we are going to get into our new 4-star set, our Melting Honey set. And this is our 4-star set. I was actually told that I can use the white backgrounds here. So I have the white background to kind of showcase the set a little bit better. So here it is. Here's the pants and the top and the bag, of course. I'll go ahead and also take a look at the dye feature, seeing like what kind of spots that I can dye on it. Can I just dye the whole thing the same color if I want? Yeah, you can. You can dye, you know, different layers. So if you wanted to just kind of, you know, hide some of that, you can do that. We also have some bottoms. Of course, here are jeans. You have a few like palettes unlocked here. Do that if we wanted to, like make them all, you know, one color. I guess you could do that with the denim as well. These are the pants. I actually think these pants are really cute. You can kind of just dye them like fully so they're not as, you know, showing as much, but you can't obviously dye some of these little pieces. Those remain like undyeable, which kind of makes sense. Then we have our accessory, our little purse, our little handheld. No, not our, yeah, I guess we have that bracelet on too. We have whatever, what bag are we wearing right now? Oh, it counts as like maybe a backpack. Tail? No, not the tail. Special, oh, crossbody. There we go. We do have this little crossbody as well, which I actually think this crossbody is really cute. Dye that a few different colors. That's kind of the free palettes, and then of course there's like these palettes as well if you unlock some of the trend charts, so to speak. That was the 4-star. I didn't go into like dyeing the shoes and everything, but it's cute. You can dye the shoes if you want to. I guess I just dyed that top for some reason. I don't know how to like revert that, but we've had these issues before. Then we're gonna go ahead and take a look at our 5-star set. Oh, that's not our 5-star set. Where's our 5-star set? Here it is, Icy Glamour. And I think this one makes sense to put maybe on our new black background. This is really pretty. So let's go ahead and zoom right in. So this is kind of our hair piece. And you can, of course, dye the hair. The hair will dye in a few different colors if you have it like that. And we will try to dye this hairstyle. You can dye it obviously in like a blonde color. You have like the options to, you know, edit the highlights as well if you want to, which is really nice. On this hair. The hair is really pretty now that I look at it, and I think it would work with some other outfits because I guess I don't have a really nice kind of like bun, and this is like a very nice bun. So I don't actually dislike this hair. I think I just dislike it with these little pieces that kind of look like dandruff. So that was the hair. Let's take a look at the dress. This is kind of our other main piece of this outfit. Of course, you have some other palettes here that are unlocked, you know, just default because they're a part of the set. But as you can see, there's like these like really pretty like shooting star effects happening on the dress. The dress is quite long, so let's try to see what it would look like if we just dyed it like a light color, just to see like all the dyeable areas to the dress. These are area 6, area 8 will dye it like that, area 7. So it will go like a full white color, and it does kind of spend like a lot of the dress. This is actually really beautiful in my opinion. And of course you can have it work in like all different colors. You have black available. Does it dye those little kind of effects as well? We'll take a look at that. It's gonna disappear on our screen because we are on a black background. Yes, it seems to dye some of the effects here in the middle. That's not the effect. I'm trying to find the layer where the effect happens. That's not the effect either. That's not either. Where's the effect? Oh, that's okay. So that's kind of the effect area. It's linked with these gems, so they are dyeable. You are able to kind of, you know, dye a little bit into there, which is cool, really cool in my opinion. And then of course we have the ice skates. Oh yeah, you just have to say no to like saving the dye. Let's go ahead and take a look at these ice skates. So we can't like zoom in because of course I am on desktop and like for some reason Life Makeover like really freaks out. But let's see what kind of dyes we have available. So this is kind of what it looks like in like a lighter color and in like a minty color. We can of course go into the dyeing menu. It's going to freak out. But we can see you can dye, of course, like you can dye them all white if you want to, and you can dye the gems as well, I assume. They look really pretty, like all white. But you can, of course, I'm trying to find like the layer, the leather part, that's the laces. Here is where's like the main part of the shoe? Maybe it's, oh, I guess you can't like just dye some of it. It just dyes like most of it. Which is interesting, something to know if you want to like have that little white piece be a different color. I don't think that's possible. But we have that like that. But these are the ice skates. They're really cool. I'm not going to dye every single individual piece of the set. But you guys understand. You can dye the set. The set is really cute. This is what it kind of looks like. And now we're going to move on to the star of the show, which I got in only 140 pulls, our Tail Realm set. Ooh. Whoa. So this is our animation. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, she's still going. Does she not stop? I don't think she stops. Okay, there she goes. She stopped. She has this little fox spirit like flying around her, I guess, when you have the whole set together. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. The way she's just flying around. Oh my gosh, we can't even like see her really. So this is the full set together. Let's go ahead and start breaking it down piece by piece. Where do I go to like just get rid of everything? Okay, there we go. Let's start with the hair. So we have our Conflicted Dreams hair. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in. This is not a super long hair for a 6-star. It's actually a little bit thin on this ponytail now that I'm looking at it, like compared to our Forest Vein that's like super thick. We can go ahead and into our dyes and see like what we can do with it. So we can dye a lot of the areas. You can dye like this main part, and then you can dye kind of this ombre part. And then this is, I think, the gem pieces. Yeah, those are like the gems that are, you know, throughout the hair. These are kind of the palettes you have unlocked. Of course, you can unlock these by unlocking the rest and then getting more by giving other things for them. There's the hair and all the little ways you can kind of dye it. This is kind of what it looks like in red, what it looks like in like a bluish color, what it looks like in like a rosy pink, what it looks like in these colors. Kind of sad that like these are locked, like the blondes. That's annoying. But we do have some blondes available. And like, yeah, like even like the brunettes are all locked. I wonder how you get these. I forget. I think you just have to get pieces of the set like multiple times, which is annoying. We have these as well, but these are all like our free palette, so to speak. There's still some blondes in here that are pretty. Some of them. That one's actually a really pretty blonde for my character. But that was that piece. I'm gonna just like, yeah, get rid of this set. Yeah, I think that just got rid of it. That was the hair piece. Let's go ahead and take a look at the dress, the Tail Realm dress. Does this have different modes? How do I see those different modes? How to do that? Let's see. That was not what I meant to do. We have, should be wave exclusive, no. Posture, no. But she starts doing this like floating bit when she's in this dress, but so I think I can just like put her down. Yeah, okay. We can just have her rest in like a normal, natural way. And we can see here is the dress. Here's kind of like the recolors of it. If you're able to unlock the veins and things. I didn't have that be my favorite dye. But we can go ahead and dye the dress as well. I'm trying to see like how you look at the different modes of pieces, but maybe it's not the dress that has different modes. Here is palette 1. So this is the first piece that kind of dyes like the main part of the dress. And palette little 2 also kind of dyes some of the other bits of the dress. 3 will dye like the whole dress. 4 will dye some of like the bustier pieces, like those little flowers. And 5 dyes some more pieces of the dress. 6 will dye, oh, it dyes like kind of that little rim piece up there. I'm like dyeing it a really crazy color, but of course it'll change. That kind of dyes the metal pieces, I think. Yes, the metal pieces are all able to be dyed, of course. And what does 8 dye? That just dyes those gems right there at the front. Interesting. So are these able to be dyed as well? Yeah, okay, so all the gems are able to be recolored. And yeah, okay, so we can get, I always want to like see if we can get it fully white. That kind of shows what colors we're not able to dye. So here's the set all fully white. As you can see, like there's maybe like some light bits you can't dye, like these little pink flowers don't go, but everything else seems to kind of dye fully, which is nice. There seems to be like a little pinky tinge to it, so that's something to note. And I can just reset the set there. And where is the modes for it? I'm gonna see it with the coat because that actually does have, oh, okay, I think I see it. So we don't have different modes for the dress, I don't think, but we definitely have different modes for the coat, and you can see it right there. So here is 1, so style 1 of the coat, and then here is style 2 of the coat. So style 2, style 1. So it kind of has these little floral pieces and these magical details to it, and when we switch to style 2, it gets rid of those. I actually think I like style 2 a little bit more. It seems a little bit more down to earth. Versus this one is like very magical, which I think is actually very cool as well. But I think this one for me just like looks a little nicer. Oh, the way that she's standing, because I have her posture set. This is kind of just her normal posture. This is how she'll just flow naturally in the dress if you don't force her into kind of like a specific posture. But it's easier to kind of see the colors of the outfit if I put her into kind of a more natural and relaxed pose. But let's go ahead and see the dyes for this. We're gonna see if I dye this all fully white, how it looks. Great. So this is the whole coat dyed fully white. So as you can see, there are some slight pieces that won't go all the way that color, but it's very, very like light. And then there might be some colors in here in the jacket that also don't dye. But let's also see kind of what it looks like once we start going fully pink. So you can see kind of what portions of the outfit can be dyed. I love the pink. It's so cute. Here is the other palettes. Boom. And here's number 9. And then I guess 10 is this little pretty dress piece in the front. Oh, so it's not all dyeable. Oh no, sorry, this is the coat. We're looking at the coat. Yes, the coat is dyeable, and then of course the dress will dye, but you have to dye that one separately. This is pretty. I love the coat. I love the coat and the way that it looks. Let's keep looking at it from the back, and then I can always go ahead and take a look at number 1 as well from the back, so you can see kind of what it looks like in its full glory. This is really pretty. These two pieces again together look so gorgeous. And I feel like this coat might look good with other dresses. I can go ahead and kind of take a look at some other dresses. Here's how it looks with number 1. I assume coat style 2 would look better with other dresses. I can also take a look at that, because this one's like very magical and this one's more normal. So of course, like you would have to dye these dresses and the coat to match each other, but this is kind of what it looks like with some other dresses that we have. This is what it looks like with 5-star. I think it actually looks really beautiful with this new 5-star dress that we got. I don't know why she changed her posture. Be back in her little, there we go. Sometimes the posture just really throws things off, but it actually looks really pretty with this. We can see some clipping happening, but it's just because of the pose. So we have like this set. Just seeing how it looks with different dresses. Of course, it would look prettier when you match the colors all together. And seeing like which ones it like clips with. But yes, it does look pretty with a lot of different dresses. It is a pretty versatile piece. Not the most versatile, again, it's like a 6-star, so Can't really expect it to look good with everything. But I'm gonna put her into her like a better posture for looking at taking a look at the set. We want to put her in this one. Her arms are open. There we go. Looks better when her arms are all open. So let's go ahead and take a look at our socks. So these are our 6-star sock pieces. These are really cool. Again, I don't think they're like a need for me, but as you can see, you are able to dye them, and I think these are the effects. Yes, you are able to dye the effects, which is nice. Not separately from this piece, but you are able to dye the effects, and you have some options, and kind of unfortunate little options from the start, which is interesting. I feel like it doesn't fully match with the set. This color is a little too light. I mean, a little too dark. I'm just gonna I'm gonna lighten it up, and I'm going to dye this pink because I feel like those, I feel like for right now, those almost don't match with the set. I feel like there was that like really dark part. I'm just gonna have that be there. And I think I might have to unlock this palette, but that's fine. I can just unlock that. That's pretty. I'll save this dye. Boom. Oh, it didn't save. Why didn't it save? 3. Oh, I didn't unlock this one as well. So that's there. And now we can save and keep going. But that was the sock piece, which I think is pretty now that I've kind of matched it with everything else. Here are our shoes. What are they called? Something Lotus Footsteps. These are really pretty. These are cool. Obviously it looks a little weird when she's in this pose, but let's go ahead and change her posture so we can watch her kind of float around. She should float around, but the lotus little pieces will kind of like move around with her. She has these little foot gems. Again, there's too many colors in there. So let's go ahead and dye these shoes. Let's see. This is going to be really hard to dye, but I'm just going to go ahead and take out some of the greens and just make them more of a pinky color and see what else I need to dye in here. There's like some dark reds that I can also make kind of like a lighter pinky color, just to kind of match throughout the set, like what's going on. And we can just this palette and save this dye. And that's pretty. It's really hard to take a look at the dyes for the lotus, but I assume that you can dye a lot of the lotus pieces. It's just a little hard with the way that Life Makeover functions. We're gonna put her back into this pose. So that was the shoe pieces. I might continue to play around with the dyes later on, because I like the white coat and I think that's pretty, but I think I would like to make it more of like primary pink with some like lighter accents. But of course that's Life Makeover, you have a lot of options. Now we can take a look at our hat accessory, which is our fox spirit ears. These are beautiful. So this is the first mode, and then we have the plushie mode, which I think the plushie mode is super, super adorable as well. These are our plush ears, and then these are our normal ears. They are so cute. Let's go ahead and first, before we do any dyes, take a look at how it looks with other hairs. This is with our new 6-star hair, obviously the one with the set, our pirate hair, 5-star previous set, with like a shorter hair. It looks cute with hairs. Not all of them. You have to probably find the one that it like works the best with. If I'm going to be really honest, it doesn't fully blend perfectly even into the 6-star hair, but I still think it looks really cute. Let's go ahead and take a look at the plush color. There we go. So that's the plush, and now let's go ahead and dye. These are what it looks like in their little colors, and of course you can dye the hair, the ears that color, and then you can dye the effects the same color. Super, super, super cute in a bunch of different colors, obviously. Some blues, some greens. Here's kind of, if you can unlock all of the palettes, what it looks like in like black. Kind of disappears, but it's mostly because we're on a black background, but it kind of does disappear in the black. I think the white and the lighter colors actually bring out the details a lot better. That's kind of what it looks like. I think I would like to see it in like pink. Ooh, so pretty in pink. And we're gonna unlock that palette, of course, and I'll just go ahead and save this dye so that we can take a look at what it looks like when you swap it. So this is what the plush ears look like in pink. They look super, super adorable in pink. But while I love the plush ears, I feel like they don't work as well with the entire set like the actual ears do. But I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the ears, and then we're going to dye them and just reset them for now. Or just go back to white or whatever the light pink color was. So we have the ears and we have the headpiece. So I'm going to take a look at the headpiece without the ears on it. This is the hair piece. Where did that go? Yes. This is the charming Blooming Flames headpiece. This is a gorgeous headpiece. Again, I don't think it like matches with the set, which is kind of funny. So I'm going to go ahead and like lighten up some of the pieces a little bit because I feel like they're almost like a little too dark. And we of course are going to take out that like blue color because we don't need that. And we're going to like lighten up the rose and lighten up that piece a little bit. Oh, some of it's not dyeable. So there's like a little piece of blue in this headpiece that's not able to get like dyed out. Which is interesting to note. You will have to have some blue in this headpiece if you want to use it. So I'm most likely going to be taking off the headpiece because I don't think I need it. And I'm going to put the ears back on. So this is the ears. And I just kept the headpiece off for now because it's throwing me off. And we have this is the 6-star facial piece, the Dream Talk piece. Again, we're introducing some colors that like don't make a whole lot of sense here. But of course you can kind of take them out if you want to. I'm going to see what it looks like if I dye the entire facial piece. So yes, you can kind of dye all the pieces for the facial piece. So that kind of works. But I'm personally going to keep that off. And we have earrings, of course. I think, are these this? No, these are not those earrings. I guess we don't have earrings for this set. Yeah, I don't think we did. They did earrings for this. But we do have a necklace. This one is Complex Attractions or something. Here we have the necklace. I think we'll keep it gold because it's kind of making sense. But again, I'm going to take the blues like out of the set. I feel like we don't need the blues, and I'm going to take out all the other colors as well. Kind of helps to just make it a little bit more down to earth, and I'm going to take out the reds as well. Sometimes you just have to do that a little bit with Life Makeover because they are very, of course you can change the metal color if you want to, but I'm going to keep the metal color like metal. You can change it how you would like to, but I think there's some nice metal pieces in here. Life Makeover loves to kind of introduce, go extra, go full out, you know, which is nice, but personally, I like things that match. And sometimes in Life Makeovers, like, you know, case to be extra, it just stops matching, which is funny. But thankfully, they do give you the option to dye most of the time. Like we did see with that headpiece, it's not dyeable. We did get some bracelets, which are interesting and cool. You can't really see them. I'm not going to take off everything so that you can see them, but I will just go ahead and dye some of the bits just to make sure we're matching. So I'm going to take out the blues. I feel like our gold colors are not fully matching either, but it is what it is. Like you can't change there. Again, in this piece, there is some, oh my god, I'm like really zooming out top. There are some blues here that I feel like I'm seeing that are not able to be dyed out, which is interesting. I'm going to save those little arm pieces. We of course do have some gloves, which are our nails. These are our new nails. Well, not new nails, but they are connected to bracelet pieces, which is something to note. And there are some different modes. So there is this mode and this mode where they're not as long. Actually, I like the shorter nails as well. It takes off some of the bracelets, I think. Yeah, some of the rings are gone with the long nails, I think. But these are what they look like when they're really long. I think they're really pretty. I think, again, the red colors are kind of throwing me off as well. I'm going to go ahead and make those pink. And I'm going to take this, instead of dark red, I'm going to do like a pink color for the nails. You can go a little darker with the pink, and then for this color, I'll make it a little bit of a lighter pink. That's a lot prettier in my opinion. It kind of dyes the metal as well, so the metal is kind of connected to the nail color, which is unique. But thankfully it is hidden underneath the jacket, so you can't fully notice that. But we have like this piece. Oh no, we can make that, we can add some gold back if we wanted to. This is for the nail. So this is gold. Okay, so go back, forward. And this is the, okay, so we can, okay, so the gold, yeah. So there is some overlap between the jewelry and the nails, which is such a weird choice to split it up, but then like you're forced to have, oh, I haven't unlocked the palette yet. It's so annoying that when you hit save dyeing, it should, like Infinity Nikki does, allow you to just purchase the dyes that you have utilized, like right from that menu. And then of course we have 2. It doesn't save our dyes, which is really annoying. Oh, there it did. It did save our dye. So this is what it looks like with the short nails. Back to the long nail. Like, why didn't it save our dye there? Okay, there, our dye is saved. We're gonna save. So that was the nail piece, which are really beautiful in my opinion. So that was the nails from this set, and then where are our other nails? Oh, here's our, so this is this nail piece, and this is what the winter nails look like. So if you wanted a comparison, if you already had the winter nails, these are what the windy jade nails look like. They're a little bit longer in size, and of course they don't have any rings or accessories along with them. But if I'm gonna be really honest, I actually think I like the winter wish nails a little bit better, because all this jewelry is kind of a lot, and it really kind of only works with this set and maybe a few others that you can come up with. There's a lot more gems on this set as well. And you aren't able to customize the gems, which is a little annoying. You are, but it like I said, it affects the nails. Do we have a ring for this set? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think there was a ring that went along with this set, but I can double check. I hope there wasn't a ring. And what else do we have? We have the biggest piece, which is our, not our wings, but they are our tails, our life flame tails. This is kind of the show-stopping piece of the set, and this is also, now we have 3 versions. I think when it first released we had 2, but they have added a 3rd version. So this is our first look. This is what our second look looks like. It's a lot plushier. Honestly, I actually really like the second option as well a lot. I think if I changed the ears as well, it would match a little bit better. And here's our 3rd option. These are full plushie. This is a full plushie tail. I kind of don't like these. These look really, really chaotic and really scary. Yeah, not my favorite, but let's switch back to our first option and get into the dyes. So of course you can dye like quite a few of the layers. We'll go into purple. But it seems like these iridescent bits are not able to be dyed. They kind of just stick to the original color, but you can dye some of the aura of it, which makes me think that number 2 is like optimal, because it seems like this actually will dye a little bit nicer. So we can go into purple. Yeah, it seems like the second option actually allows you to dye really nicely, which actually is really cute in my opinion, and makes me want to go ahead and change her little hat, which is her fox spirits, over to number 2 so that we can match. So let's go ahead and make these pinkier. Well, we can keep these white and then make the tips. Will this change the tips? What does this change? Not really seeing any change. Let's see. I don't know, but I like the fox spirit like original ones a little better. But I do like the tails from this like other set, but we'll just go ahead and revert it so it matches a little bit better. Let's go to our back accessories. Also, thank you guys so much for watching along with this video. We are 49 minutes in, and we're just, you know, going through the set. here is the set with the original stuff, and we can just go back. Wait, cancel. Yeah, I didn't want to save those dies. So that was the tails as well. I don't think I'm missing any other pieces, but let's just double check. Oh, here, we might be missing this anklet. Does this go with the set as well? Ocean Reverie? No, I don't think that goes with our set. We can go ahead and take a look. Let's go ahead and put our set back on, just to make sure we're not missing anything before we check out our makeups. The new makeup that we got as well. So here is our tail realm. Yes. Here's the full set. When you put on the full set, of course, you have access to this animation. Might have been missing a few pieces. Oh, there's the facial piece, of course, the hair accessory that we don't really like. You kind of don't see the blue from the hair accessory, so maybe we will keep the hair accessory on and just take off our facial accessory for now. Okay, she's just dancing around. She's just dancing around, and we're going to take off the facial accessory and dye our other accessory because we're going to bring the hair accessory back. It actually does look really cute. Let's take off the facial accessory so that we can see the makeup, and we will add some dye to our hair accessory. So let's go to 4 and let's make that light pink. Make that light pink. Keep the gold bits gold, and we can take out some of this blue. Oh, so you are able to take the blue out. What was I thinking? I don't know. There was something that you couldn't fully dye. I'm not sure what it was now at this point, but something was giving me a little bit of dyeing trouble. But that looks perfect. And we can go ahead and unlock the palette for what we were using it for on number 4. Then spending a little bit of our trend charts, but it's totally worth it for this set. A little clipping with the ears and the hair accessory, which is a little strange that they would do, because obviously they're meant to be worn together. Yes, we can save the current dye. Oh, I guess we did not unlock every single thing that we were trying to use. Let's go back to dye. Sometimes Life Makeover is so finicky, and I feel like I'm like fighting for my life with it. Oh, this is just the branch. The branch is fine. Let's see. Okay, we're also still not blue for some reason. Here we go. Dye that. This is the gold bits, of course. What else do I need to do? Oh, we also have this little piece. I think that's a piece of the set. So let's go ahead and check that out as well in a second. Yeah, you aren't able to dye every single little piece of this. You are able to dye most of it. So let's save the dye. What palette do we not have unlocked? Because why didn't that allow me to do that last time? Okay, that was strange. Is that little pet a piece? Special floating? Yes, this is a piece. This is bonding white. Let's see, can we dye him? Can he also stop moving a little bit? Okay, yeah, we can dye him. So let's just make him pink. That's cute. Aw. Okay, so we have our little fox friend, and then I'm gonna just dye his main portion white. I think that matches a little bit better, because most of our other bits are kind of, you know, in the way that we had it before. So there was our little fox guy. Of course, you can dye him as well. You can just have him, you know, if you don't want him to be kind of in those, you know, floating around. I'm gonna put her back in her little pot. Actually, no, let's put her back in our dreaming pose so that we can go ahead and take a look at some of our new makeups. Yeah, thank you guys for clocking into this long video. We're 53 minutes in. Hope you guys are enjoying it. And we got some new eyebrows. I think this one goes with the set. Yeah, I would assume it was this one. This one is really pretty. We have some new contacts. Phoenix Dance. I don't think these go with the set, but maybe. I actually think these look really pretty with the set. We have some eyeliner, of course, but these are not new. We'll figure out a makeup to do in the later Void Spring. We didn't get any new eyeshadow. We got some new lipstick, Bud Dew. Oh, this is gorgeous. It's such an overline. So we can, of course, make it pinky, make it more nudie, dye it how we want to. This is actually gorgeous. More orangey. We have some overlay options. That lipstick is actually so pretty. It's so gorgeous and overlined. I love that a lot. Probably favorite makeup piece that I've seen so far. And we can save the dyeing, make sure that we click that, and then go to the lashes. We got the frozen lash. Oh, these lashes are really pretty. Can we dye them? No, you can never dye the lashes. We do have these new little frozen lashes. We of course have all these other ones. Do I have like pinky lashes? I guess we'll keep the frozen ones for right now. And we do have some new face paint, of course. We have the box little face piece, which we can't dye. But I think it's okay to have this one red. This is actually really like a cool look. I may give her a little bit deeper of like a blush. Can I dye this a little? Yeah, I can. Actually a very unique look. She looks a little bit crazy, but she also looks a little bit really cute. So that was our little foxy look. We're gonna go ahead and save this really quick. How do I save this? We'll make this our fox look because we do have some limited little 6-star pieces to take a look at in the wardrobe very quickly. But to do that, we have to, let's just jump on to custom outfit 7. Why didn't it save? Oh, I did not hit the save button. Okay, let's jump into outfit 7 and what was the limited pieces that we had? I remember it was a hair accessory. Yes, it was this carrot farm piece. So you can of course dye this carrot farm piece. You can make this kind of a cute beret if you would like to. That was that. And we also had a hair piece, which was where's this little hair piece? It was like a whale, I think. Was it a face piece? Earring? Necklace? And go back really quick. Let's go back to the banner really quick just to make sure we're taking a look at all of the 6-star pieces as well, because we did get them all. Wrong Lightchase. Yes, where was this piece? Yeah, it was this Velvet Ocean little headband and this bag. Where was that? Get into the wardrobe. We're on custom look 7. Okay. And where is that little piece? So it should be in like hairbands. Keep looking. It was a 6-star piece, so it should be up here at the top, but I'm not quite sure where it is. It might be in hats as well, and I just missed it. Oh yeah, here it is. Velvet Ocean. Take off this headband. This is the Velvet Ocean little dolphin piece. It's really cute. It's just like, I don't know, it might work in a different outfit, but you can of course dye it all one color or dye it all another. Got some options. It does dye nicely, so you know, if you wanted to have a little fun with it, you could have fun with it. I can actually see this working for an outfit if you're just going like ultra cutesy, ultra cutesy. So that was that piece, and then of course we did get a new bag. That, where's my 3 handheld? Yes. Silk Splendor. So this is a new little piece. Does it have like an effect to it? Like a posture that kind of goes with it? I don't think so. I think it would just start doing it if it had one. I don't know, actually, no. I think this is a fan. Yeah, this is a fan. Okay, so we've got some dyes for it. We can, of course, dye the entire thing like a light color to see if there's any places we can't dye. It actually is a very dyeable piece, and probably looks good when you put it with some animations, but it looks a little like bricky to me, like super blocky, which is not my favorite. So that's that. Yes. No, we do not want to dye that. But we're going to get out of the wardrobe really quick because I forgot to take a look at our decom. So let's go ahead and go to our design room and our decom bench and just decom everything that we can. See if we have enough for anything. Wow, we got a bunch of those 4-star dresses for some reason. And we didn't get any 6 stars. We got some photo stuff. I don't even think that was from our most recent. And let's go ahead and get back to our Lightchase and see if we can redeem any of the decom stuff. We didn't do a lot of pulls, so I don't really know if we will be able to. Yeah, we're a little far. We're so close to getting our background. I might just do a couple more extra pulls in the future to get this background because I think it's really pretty. But we can't currently redeem it, which is kind of the downside. It's like, yes, we got quite a few, we got really lucky, but we aren't able to claim any of our decom, but I can go ahead and take a look at what our set would look like with this kind of fantasy background that's currently in the shop. So if you wanted to also see what that would look like, I can jump right into the wardrobe very quickly and go take a look at our Foxy set. So here's our Fox set. Let's put her in her nice pose, and let's also go ahead and put her on the new background that I got, the Fairyland background. So she looks really gorgeous in the Fairyland background. It makes sense. She looks pretty. It's a little bit bright with the colors, but I think if you dyed it a little bit, it would make a lot more sense. She looks gorgeous, and I'm happy to have this set and get so lucky for it. So thank you guys so much again for watching this life makeover video. We were able to get our new Fox 6-star set that just reran, and we got super lucky, and I hope that you guys also get super lucky with your pulls as well. Because I know Life Makeover 6-star pulls can be really challenging, but we did get really lucky, so, you know, I hope if the mermaid set reruns, we'll also get lucky for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed my Life Makeover video, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content because I post a lot of fashion game and other just video game related content. Take a look at my other videos. We play Infinity Nikki and all those other kinds of games here on the channel. But thank you guys so much for watching again this video, and thank you for staying and playing with me for an hour today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and until next time, bye everybody!